Good afternoon, everybody. I am in the kitchen and we're getting ready to make some garden slaw. Usually I don't make this till the summertime, till fresh cucumbers and cabbage and tomatoes and everything comes in. But I was wanting to make some slaw today. I had a head of cabbage, and so I just thought I'm going to make some garden slaw today. So I'll be right back in just a minute when we get started. Okay, the first thing we got here is I shredded up about a half a head of cabbage this morning. And this is my cabbage. I already had it shredded. And I was going to make the slaw, and I realized I didn't have everything I needed to make it. So I went to Walmart and got me some tomatoes, some Roma tomatoes. I usually use Romas, the ones that don't have a lot of juice in them. But anyway, we're going to cut these up and put in the... I usually cut them in small pieces, small chunks. I'm trying to get this knife down through here without whacking myself. And I got 5, but I don't know if I'll use all 5 of them or not. And my granny used to make slaw like this in the summertime. And she didn't call it cold slaw, she called it garden slaw. And she'd make just a simple dressing to go on it out of what they called salad dressing back then. It was kind of like Miracle Whip. And she'd add a little milk to it, a little vinegar to it. But I'm going to kind of cut these right here just a little bit. Just a little bit there. I may not use but about 2 of these. I don't know. I need my tomato slicer out. I'm trying to do this with just a regular paring knife, and it's harder to do. And my hand's not real steady anymore with this. Let me see if I can find my tomato slicer. Well, this is not exactly the one I want, but it's got a serrated edge, so it'll go through there a little better. These are hard to cut once you get them. They are for me anyway. Maybe they're not for you, but they are for me. Just kind of go around the edge of it, because I don't want to whack my hand. Well, gosh. You know how I need to do this. I do too. I just thought of it. And it's what I used to do. But sometimes we kind of forget things we used to do. That piece there's, you don't want great big chunks. I don't anyway. I'm going to put this other small one in there. Now, the way you do this is you cut the tomato in half like that. Now, I'm going to take out the seeds on this one because it's going to get too much liquid in there and it's going to be too wet. I just take my fingers and wash them out. Cut that little bit of core off the end of it. Then I lay it down like this. Like I do when I'm slicing peppers. I still can't do very good at that though, y'all. These tomatoes just don't hold still for me to whack them. I guess I could do it this way, if all else fails. Just cut it like I do peppers sometimes. I believe 3 tomatoes will be enough, I think. In the summertime, I go down to the Amish and I get me some fresh ripe tomatoes, you know, garden tomatoes. We usually grow a few tomato plants out here, but the last couple of years they haven't done very good. This soil up here is not very good at all. It doesn't grow good tomatoes. Well, heck, now, the next thing we're going to do, we got 2 cucumbers here. They're not great big cucumbers, but I usually slice them in half. And you can see the seeds are kind of small, and that's what you want. And I cut them in quarters, and I just cut them in little chunks. My granny used to, in the summertime, she'd cook homemade cabbage and green beans, and she'd always fix this slaw. And I could eat this slaw and just cornbread. I don't know about y'all, but didn't bother me a bit. I'm going to slice this one all 4 ways this time if I can get it to do it for me without sliding around on me. This is really simple to make. The dressing is just some mayonnaise, a little bit of sugar, a little bit of salt. And if you don't want to use sugar in it, you can use some Splenda or stevia or some type of artificial sweetener that you want to put in there. Just whichever you choose to do. Now, let me get my tomato core. Now, I've got 1 medium onion sliced up here, along with my tomato seeds. We're going to put that in there. And I chopped it fine because I want it, you know, to be in small pieces. See if I can get all my mess over here. Now, we're going to get all this kind of mixed up in there. A lot of times when I make slaw like this, I use my hands to do it with. But that's just me. Y'all can do it however y'all want to do it. Since I'm cooking for my family, I don't worry about it. Now, we're going to take, I've got some Duke's mayonnaise here. And we're going to take a, let me get a spoon. We're going to get out about close to a cup of it. Now, part of it, well, I should have got the bigger, let me get my other measuring cup out here, because it needs to be bigger where I can stir it up. Set this right here where I can get my, mayonnaise in it. Now we're going to put just a little tad of white vinegar in it. You can use apple cider vinegar or you can use white vinegar. It don't really matter. You just want about a teaspoon. You don't want much. Then we're going to add some sugar. Let's see. Let's just get this right here. Get my sugar bowl right here. I'm going to put about 3 tablespoons, 3 or 4 tablespoons there. That holds, I think, 4 tablespoons if you got it full. Now, we're going to mix this up. Get it mixed up good. Now, let me get a taste of it. Needs a little bit of salt and some pepper because Robert likes pepper in it. Get some salt, stir that up. Then a little bit of pepper. see how it tastes now. Needs just a little bit more sugar. It ain't got hardly enough in it. All of these processed dressings have a lot of sugar in them. This sounds like a lot of sugar, but it's not really. Because this is going to spread out over several servings of this. Now, let's see. Now we're going to pour this over the slaw. And if you don't want the vinegar in it, you can leave the vinegar out. You know, it's just whatever you want to do. And I'll make up one batch, and then I'll look and see how. I'm going to have to get my. I'll be right back. Okay, I got my vinyl glove out, and I rinsed it off, because I can mix this up a lot better like this than I can with a spoon. It tears everything up when you mix it up with a spoon. Now, let me taste. Needs just a little bit more mayonnaise. Ugh. Let me get me another spoon out here. Now, I'm just going to mix the mayonnaise in there. I'm not going to mix any more sugar in it. Let me get the spoon here and take a little bite and see how it tastes. Yep, that's better. Needs a little bit more salt, though. Now, all we gotta do now, put it in a bowl and put it in the fridge. And I'm gonna get this glove off. And now I'm going to put this in a different bowl. I'll be right back. Okay, now we're going to put it in a bowl that you can keep a plastic lid on. Keep a lid on it so it Now, this will actually be better tomorrow. But if it sits at least 4 or 5 hours, it's going to build those flavors together and be really good. I got cabbage on my hand. So, try to make you some garden slaw. You'll like it. Be sure to like, share, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think. If you've never seen me make garden slaw before, now you have an idea. A lot of times I like to use green onions in it if I have green onions. But today, of course, I didn't have any green onions. But I always want tomatoes, cucumbers, and onions in it. And I usually use mayonnaise. You can use Miracle Whip if you'd rather. It really doesn't matter. It's just your preference because you can kind of sweeten it the way you want to. And but anyway, I like the flavor of the mayonnaise better like this. But that's just a preference thing. So you do whatever you like. And you all have a blessed day. We see you later.